So senior weekend,
Yes.
just how does it feel kind of to come to the end of it?
Um, I mean, obviously it's emotional, but I'm, really proud of the team this year and just everything that I've been through throughout my career. And it's been, a great opportunity to be able to, come back for one more year and have this group of people to do it with. So I feel nothing but just pride and joy to be able to continue to be a Wildcat.
These are big games this weekend. I mean,
Yeah.
two ranked opponents, and it's kind of down to the wire if you guys want postseason.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling about that whole?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, two incredible teams coming here this weekend, and I think a lot of what we have to focus on for us is the controllables and recognizing that there are a lot of things out of our control as far as our opponent and kind of what they bring to the table. So, as long as we do our job and focus on the things that we know we can be successful at. If we put in a good performance, then I think we have a really good shot at getting results against these teams.
What kind of has not gone right these last 2 weekends?
I would say I think we're a young team, and the reality is like we have a lot of underclassmen starting, and so they're with that youth comes a lack of discipline, and I think that's kind of been the theme all year is we've lacked a bit of discipline in those key moments, both from box to box. I think we're a great soccer playing team, but then when it comes to the critical moments in our box or in the attacking third, like we just don't seem to get that final aspect right, and I think that comes down to discipline, and so it's on us older players to try to instill that in the younger group and continue to get us to learn. And I think getting the clean sheet this past weekend was a great step in the defensive discipline increasing, and now we just got to do that on the other side of the field.
What are some of those things you want to see in front of you better defensively?
I mean, I think over half the goals that we've let in this year are on set pieces, and those are the most controllable aspects of the game defensively. So, continuing to make sure that we're disciplined in those critical moments when a foul is given or there's a corner kick for the other team, and ensuring that like we're set up properly and organized, and that we're working on all phases of the ball, and really getting the center backs in front of me to continue to step into their leadership roles as well. I think that would just resonate up the team.
With that youth and people playing new positions.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of a void has leadership been? Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like with me, Megan, and Nikki as upperclassmen, like we have stepped in. Like for them, this is their first year stepping into that leadership role, and then obviously, like we have Sarah back there, who's this is her third year kind of starting. So I think I don't think that the leadership necessarily there's been like too much of a void and that there like it doesn't exist, but more that I think we have to just embrace our roles a little bit more in those critical moments, whether it's defensively or offensively. And like off the field, I think we do a good job of leading the group, and it's just like how do we get the most out of people on the field. And I think it's just that next level we have to take, and being a bit more ruthless while also having that empathy for the younger girls.
Obviously, you'll have one more game here against Arizona State at the
Yeah.
end, but what's going to be your fondest memory of playing on this field?
Oh, that's a good question. You know, my forever favorite game that I've ever played here was the NCAA tournament game my freshman year, when we beat TCU in the first round. I think that was just a special, special moment. It was a packed house. It was my first postseason experience, and with a great group around me. And so, I mean, anytime that we've got over 1,000 fans here, like there's always been great memories, and yeah, I think that one certainly sticks out to me the most.
I mean, your parents are alums, and
Yeah.
your grandparents have always been out here. I've talked to them a lot.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what does it mean to them that this is all coming to an end here?
Yeah, I mean, talking with my parents recently, like we've spent a lot of time reflecting on how great this chapter of our lives has been, and kind of, them being alums and then me coming here and trying to continue their legacy. Like, it's been a surreal experience, great. I mean, I was just thinking the other day about if I was a freshman and I could step forward into the future and see where I'm at now, I would be overjoyed with how much there has been accomplished, and how I feel the pride that my parents have in me, and just the ability to be a Wildcat. There's nothing that compares to it, no matter whether there's been success or not, in my successful times and not. Sorry about that. The greatest joy I have is to be able to step out and wear the A across my chest, and I know that that's something that my parents love to do as well, and that's kind of more of that timeless aspect of being able to play here. So there's really nothing better for me.
Obviously, a lot of the pride for you comes with the intangibles and being able to be a good teammate and everything like that. But
yeah.
You've got a tangible record in front of you that's a big time possibility.
Yeah.
What would the saves record mean to you, and just being able to close out your senior year the right way?
Yeah, I mean, I've touched on it a lot, and how a lot of it is kind of out of my control. So it's hard, not to get, too caught up in it, just because it is something that, if, there's always the old sports adage, if you focus too much on it, then it's not going to happen. So I just come out every day and, train as hard as I can and make sure I put myself in a position to help the team be successful, and, to be able to, be as, close to the record as possible. Like I was saying, if I look back to when I was a freshman and I could tell myself where I'd be now, it's, an unreal experience, and I'm just going to enjoy every single day that I have left to be a Wildcat, and obviously it would mean a lot to me because of how much this program means to me, but I'm just going to enjoy every moment, and if it comes, it comes, and we can talk about it more then.
Being able to, you talked a little bit about, if you were able to go back and talk to yourself freshman year.
Yeah.
Let's rewind it 7 years, sophomore, junior in high school, you're at CEO, and you could see into the future and see yourself, in these moments.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell yourself then?
I would just tell myself to enjoy it, enjoy the process, enjoy the hard times and the successes, make sure that every single opportunity you have to go out here and wear the A is an opportunity to represent the city, and kind of everything that has contributed to me being successful when I was younger. And so I look back now, and the only little thing I can tell myself is you just gotta enjoy the good moments a bit more, and know that with hard work comes great opportunity, and nothing can ever replace that.
And what's next after all this is done?
Well, I am very focused on what's happening now, but when that time comes, I'll talk with the coaching staff and see what they believe the best next step for me is. I do still want to continue playing, so whatever that entails, when it comes to that, they'll let me know.